Hey y'all. Um, and computers acting like so slow right now. Hello. Okay. Okay. 212. Okay. Setting this. Here we go. So we're continuing what I said. We're continuously saying what I said before. Okay. So here we go. Furthermore, ritual acts based upon tradition that are defined as criminal activities will produce a crime scene. Yeah, okay. So we'll produce a crime scene that defies standard investigative mythology because they are not linked to the victims the same way, and or the motivations are not immediately obvious. Okay, so behavior existence at the crime scene may be easily misinterpreted or go unrecognized. There were subjects in the subject case of this article regarding hoodoo conjure root work that have origins in a non-Western folk tradition. So it says hoodoo practices are typically handed down generationally through individuals and families recognized for carrying the mantle of special ritual knowledge. They are acts with maintaining the responsibility to use their knowledge wisely and and for community benefit. Believers are afforded opportunities to turn these okay, wait. Believers are afforded opportunities to turn to these ritual specialists in order to take control over their own circumstances and in concert with spiritual intervention to influence fate. It would have been impossible for law enforcement to understand offender connections to the cemetery disturbances or their selection process for victims to, to identify predictability patterns or to have the ability to create a plan for apprehension or deterrence without a non-Western understanding of the community's religion, cultural traditions, or a working relationship with those communities. Now, I just want you guys to know, by the way, when I'm reading, I just want you guys to know me stuttering like is spells. Like I just want y'all to know this is not how I normally speak when I'm reading. Okay. I'm a writer and a poet. I speak for a living. Come on. So it says hoodoo itself is not a religion per se and erroneously been named interchangeably with voodoo by those unaware of the difference. Instead, hoodoo is a set of ritual practices that encourages human agencies to bring about desired outcomes and provides a sense of empowerment that prayers alone does not. Hoodoo is defined for the purposes of common understanding in this article as a collection of spiritual and folk magic practices born of syncretism, incorporating West African tribal spirituality. So it says European Christian symbolism and supernatural components and Native American spiritual traditions that evolve historically and continues to evolve under contemporary social, spiritual, and economic pressures. Hoodoo is not devil worship under a Western Christian based perspective. And that's why Christians use Hutu and not voodoo because they feel as though Hutu is under the Western Christian based perspective. That's why they use it because they feel as though it's a part of their tradition. So they know that that is magic, but they still use it because they feel as though that's attached to their tradition. So don't ever in your life ever fix your lips to tell me that you don't do magic, girl, boy, unicorn, when you do hoodoo. Christians do hoodoo, especially when you speaking in tongues. Because we wasn't speaking in tongues when we first came here. We were speaking with our minds. That's telepathy. We wasn't speaking in no tongues. I'm just saying. And you being under the Holy Ghost, I'm just saying. If we're gonna be realistic, if he telling me the truth, so he telling me like this is what's happening. We never spoke in tongues. And why is only a certain Christians can do it and some people can't? But yet all these people in this church can still, all these people in this church grew up in this church, right? But why only certain amount of people in the church can speak in tongues and only certain amount of people can't? But we all grew up in the same church. It says hoodoo is not devil worship under a Western Christian based perspective. Hoodoo practices were historically used for curative and protective purposes to communicate. To communicate, like I said, that's why you're speaking in tongues. Because what you doing? Speaking in tongues. What are you doing when you're speaking in tongues? You communicate with who? Okay, but you can literally communicate with the Most High, just normal. You don't have to speak in tongues. That's what we're basically telling you. This is the whole entire lie. The whole entire lie is you were speaking in tongues. I just want you to know, no real person, yeah, no real person who's attached to heaven speaks in tongues. Like we all don't speak in tongues. We literally speak like normal people. And in fact, when you transcend back to heaven, you don't even speak. We're talking telepathically. This is why I'm telling you, we all talk telepathically. We all talk telepathically because we were the beginning. You see what I'm saying? There is no speaking in tongues. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If we're gonna figure out the whole entire truth, we're gonna figure out the whole entire truth. My whole entire agenda is not just to talk about my family, it's to wake everyone the fuck up. That's why I'm the youngest bitch, waking people up. The smallest bitch, waking people up. The skinniest bitch too, waking people up. The one with no ass, waking people up. The one with the fucked up teeth, waking people up. Right, pow pow, pow. Let me stop. Let me stop. So it says hoodoo practices were historically used. I'm going to continuously repeat that one little thing right there. Hoodoo practices were historically used for curative and protective purposes to communicate with the ancestors in the era of enslavement. So when they were being enslaved, they were speaking in tongues. Now here's the thing. Here's what I want you to understand. Here's what I want you to understand. When you're working in the fields, you would get beat, skinned, dragged. You would get hurt for talking. So what you talking about talking? And the only time you was able to talk is when y'all sung songs, which is still attached to telepathic connections. That's what I'm telling you. Because they will have to tell you the message for you to know what the song is to get the beats. How y'all able to get the beats? How y'all able to like get the melodies parts? Who created the melodies? How y'all even able to get those frequency bases? You have to think about that. Y'all have to think in deeply on where these things are coming from. Mind you, any single time you pick up on a new frequency, you would have to use the cosmic realm to pick up on a new frequency in order to even create a new frequency. Mind you, because mind you, like I said, we came from different places and came to a whole empty dome and created this dome. So that would mean we will have to go outward to the cosmic realm, pick up the information, and bring it back here to planet Ka, the same place that we created. Now that we understand. I mean, I knew this whole entire shit the whole entire time because I was like, first of all these little slavery movies that I'm watching, and every single time when they speak up and they getting hurt for speaking up, come on now. And the only time y'all get to speak is when y'all singing. Come on now. Y'all was not even speaking like that. What y'all talking about? And that's what I'm saying. You was using your telepathic connections and the singing and speaking in tongues was really you singing with the telepathic connections. The whole entire scene. That's why music is universal, because that's how it started off. Like, we the ones who created all that shit, because we the ones who have the soul. You need the soul. Come on, keep it going, because we can still go. I'm not even finished reading yet. I'm just saying, okay, but what's the time? Because y'all not telling me the time. Oh, okay, 9:56. Okay, got it. So it says, back again, hoodoo practices were historically used for curative and protective purposes to communicate with the ancestors in the era of enslavement, also incorporated and expanded to include spells for justice or revenge. There are a number of African and Caribbean um, magic, religious, cultural traditions, and these should not be confused with hoodoo discussed in this article. References to hoodoo in the case study in this article are specific to the cultural traditions with tribal origins from West African and found primarily in the South Carolina Law County. So, like I said, come on now. Everything I'm telling y'all is the truth, bro. Lastly, this paper is not intended to be a complete accounting of hoodoo in all of its incarnations involving grave sites and other locales where folk magic rituals are performed, as there is a wide scope of practice and purpose. So there's way more than this. This is just a little if of it. Rather, this paper will address the specifics of the behavior and material evidence left behind at the crime scene of the case, and draw from the incidents about which the author was consulted or participated in as a forensic archaeologist and anthropologist. It will include historical background that explains select hoodoo magical rituals relevant to the crime scenes, examine the materials used and contents of the gravesite deposits, and details that reveal clues to their purpose. Analysts will incorporate anthropological theories on how rituals serve social, cultural, and psychological needs in a community. This article strives to provide a deeper and more balanced understanding of certain populations in a community that will, in turn, benefit law enforcement in their investigative strategies where ethnic identity and their behavior systems are components. So, literally, you see how that one line got a lot more clear compared to all the other times I was talking, because I'm trying to fight. Anyway, I'm weird. I'm like I'm breathing that hard, girl. Wait, I'm just gonna just take a whole bunch of pictures of this, because I know I'm not gonna have enough time to talk about all this shit. We're gonna talk about this shit later in life, whenever I remember this shit, because we got more shit to talk about. Let's move forward. How much time I got? I'm so focused on the damn time. 6:48. So then it says yin and yang, and then it says healthy balance within myself. So someone's like mad because of the fact that you have a healthy balance within yourself. You care about yourself. You love yourself. You want to build yourself up. Yeah, it says restart again. Yeah, someone's mad because you want to restart again. You want to restart your life. You want to do things differently. It says let go of the grudges and your life will start to expand. So basically, don't let them win. Like, literally, don't let them win. Why am I stopping to just put on? Okay, let me stop. It says sign my name on a marriage certificate here. So someone definitely was trying to like marry their spouse, marry their child. Someone's literally trying to marry their child. That's so weird. This person watches their child. This is weird. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about right there. But I kind of low key do. Something about you low key doing something. You low key doing something. I don't even know. Someone has the perfect combination of something like that. Like you have the perfect combo pack. Bitch, I have no. Okay. Check my credit. So someone's definitely messing with someone's credit card. I'm hearing credit card scam, credit card fraud. Let me see. They said pull some cards. They said until the time runs out. Okay. I'm hearing clock strikes 12. And then it says shock therapy, which is fetal position, shock therapy, fetal position. Okay, so I feel as though like someone paid for something like this when someone was younger, fetal position. That's why someone's stuck like this. Someone's body is like the way that someone sleeps, they sleep in a fetal position because of all the shock therapy. Yeah, it says security personnel, and it says secret patches in reverse here. So someone was pretty much trying to block someone's success. Someone has a genetic defect. Someone has a genetic defect here, like a butt bone, something about a butt bone. I'm hearing head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and I'm also hearing like, you know that song back in the day where the kids, the something is attached, the arm is attached to the what bone, the dun then attached to the something bone attached to the So they're basically trying to like see like someone pretty much did a genetic defects on someone's body, like someone's body. What? I'm so confused. What are you saying? Something about their body limbs, like someone was trying to like create some type of creature or monster with a regular human being, and it didn't work. Something about it did not work. Like it only works for about like 3-4 hours and then it wears off. Something about something wearing off. Yeah, it says love of my lifetime. It says fall back. You're not easy to be corrupted. Bitch, first of all, let's go back to what the fuck I was just saying. Cause what? What happened? You said what? Somebody had surgery on their body. But this is a parent doing this to their child. That's weird. Wait, hold on. Butt bone. Body defect. What does it say on the page? Wow. What does it say on the page? It says, do you know how many people that hate God, but yet he made them? So someone doesn't even like God, but yet they're claiming that they worship God. It's a crazy world we're living in. Next month on the 6th, coming to you or coming near you. Surgery, body, butt bone, body defect. Something about some type of doctor here. They're saying that this person's dead now. They're dead now for sure. But this is a childhood doctor. Wait, hold on. This is your childhood doctor? Something about a childhood doctor. Colorful room. Something about a colorful room. And I'm hearing birds. Okay, so I'm hearing The Boys in Motion from Raven Baxter. 1 minute left. Damn. Boys, we are the boys in motion. We give you our emotion. Whoa. What? Boy band Boys in Motion has booked dinner at the diner. Raven can't keep quiet, so the place is mobbed, and she ends up taking them home for dinner with her. A boy band? Popular boy bands in motion come to San Francisco to shoot a music video. They end up staying at Ravens. They end up staying at Ravens' house because of the crazy shit. They end up staying at Raven's house because of the crazy fans. Raven tells everyone that she knows the boys and that they will perform at the school. The boys get lazy and Tanya gets sick of cleaning up for them at home. Corey gets the boys and sells it online and makes a lot of money. And the boys, yeah, okay, it makes a lot of money. And the boys end up helping Raven. So Raven tells everyone that she knows the boys and that they will perform at the school. So a parent literally tells a group of either some I'm hearing like a parent either told a group of girls or a group of boys or something like that, a group of kids. They're younger than this parent here. They're younger than this parent for sure. So, and then it says the boys get lazy and Tanya gets sick of cleaning up for him. So basically, someone saying like a parent got sick of cleaning up for their kids. Corey gets the boys stuff and sells it online. So this parent decides to sell all their shit online or expose them online and makes a lot of money. And then the boys end up helping this parent. The kids end up helping this parent. And then it also says pistachios, so someone who loves to eat pistachios. Oh my gosh, I hate pistachios. My mom loves pistachios. I actually hate pistachios. Actually both of my parents like pistachios. I'm the only one who hates pistachios. Oh. Wait, let me see what pistachios is though. Like, what the fuck? I never once ever looked up this name because I'm like, bro, what am I gonna need this name for? How the fuck do you spell this shit? Something that I would never want to know ever. What is the spiritual meaning of pistachios? It often it says my throat. As soon as I said spiritual meaning of pistachios, my throat is just like, what does the Bible say about pistachios? Let me just give y'all this message real quick, and then we're gonna stop. Okay, so the spiritual meaning of pistachios means it says it often given as a gift. So it's often given as a gift during the Chinese New Year. So someone's actually like Japanese, Chinese, and they're not even telling no one that they're really, so someone's really Japanese, Chinese, and they're not even telling someone their own child that they're Japanese Chinese. That's why they can never find their parents, because their parents is actually Japanese Chinese. So it says it's often given as a gift during the Chinese New Year, pistachios. And then it says pistachios are a symbol of health, happiness, and good fortune. So what does it say about pistachios in the Bible? It says that's right, they're biblical. So pistachios are biblical. Pistachios are thought to have been one of the foods that Adam brought with him to earth. Literally. Now, hear what it says. Hear what it says. This is why I said that we went from a different place and brought it here. Literally, it says pistachios are thought to have been one of the foods that Adam brought with him to earth. To earth. Meaning he wasn't already there. He went. Okay. That means that he was one of the original 23 scientists that we created, the Anunnaki goddess created, because we need the 23 scientists. We were 74, we needed the masculines to use our kundalini. Okay. Genesis 43:11. I'm gonna bring out the Bible. Stop playing. Yeah. Come here. I miss you. I miss you. Genesis 43:11. Hmm. And therefore grew in the Garden of Eden the only other nut to get a camel. Yeah, okay, so then it's the almond. So 43:11. Hold on, y'all know I'm gonna make sure I read extra stuff. So it says, now the famine was severe in the land, and it came to pass when they had eaten up the grain which they had brought from Egypt, that their father said to them, go back, buy us a little food. But Judah spoke to him, saying, "The man solemnly warned us." So Judah promised. So someone promised someone. Okay, so someone pretty much promised someone. Someone pretty much warned someone here, saying, "You shall not see my face unless your brother is with you." Let me repeat it. You shall not see my face unless your brother is with you. And if you send our brother with us, we will go down and buy you food. But if you will not send him, we will not go down. For the man said to us, you shall not see my face unless your brother is with you. And Israel said, why did you deal so wrongfully with me? Why did you deal so wrongfully with me as to tell the man whether you had still another brother here? And then they said, so basically, someone's basically saying, like, why did you lie and say that you had a different brother when it's just me? But they said, the man asked us pointedly about ourselves and our family, saying, is your father still alive? So someone's father could be still alive. It says, is your father still alive? Have you another brother? And we told him, according to these words, could we possibly have known that he would say, bring your brother down? Then Judah said to Israel his father, send the lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and you, and also our little ones. I myself will be shortly for him, for my hand you shall require him. If I do not bring him back to you and set him before you, then let me bear the blame forever. If I will not surely for him, from my hand you shall require him. If I do not bring him back to you and set him before you, then let me bear the blame forever. So someone's basically saying, like, if I don't, if this situation don't, come into plan, come into fruition here, I will literally take the blame. Like at this point, I will literally take the blame. For if we had not lingered, surely by now we would have returned the second time. And their father said Israel to them, if it must be so, then do this. Take some of the best fruit of the land in your vessels and carry down a present for the man, a little balm and a little honey, spices and myrrh, pistachio nuts and almonds, literally. So someone's basically saying 11, big on the 11. And their father Israel said to them, if it must be so, then do this. Take some of the best fruits of the land in your vessels. So carry something with you. Carry the best with you. And carry down a present for the man, a little balm and a little honey, spices and myrrh, pistachios, nuts, and almonds. And then it says, take double money. Take double money in your hand and take back in your hand the money that was returned to the mouth of your sacks. So basically, whoever stole from you, you're pretty much it all back tenfold, because this is double the money. Take double the money in your hand and take back in your hand the money that was returned, because now you have to give it back. Now you have to give it back. Back in your hand the money that was returned in the mouth of your sacks. The mouth of your sacks are the people who was talking shit the whole entire time. That's the mouth of your sacks. Perhaps it was an oversight. So they're saying perhaps it was a miscommunication, or an oversight is like a miscommunication. Perhaps it was like a miscommunication. But at this point, they still got to give it back regardless. Take your brother also and arise, go back to the man. So they're basically saying that you literally have to go back, or you had to go back, because they have to give you what was taken. They literally have to, or you will all die one by one. It's not anything to be like questioned about. Like, we over here talking about choices. You don't get to have choices. Who said you get to have a choice? You had choices, didn't you? Holy Bible. Number 14. You know I'm gonna stop at the 14. I'm not gonna stop at no 11. I'm gonna stop at the 14. And may God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may release your other brother. He may release your other brother and Benjamin. If I am bereaved, I am bereaved. Now let's look up the word bereaved. If I am bereaved, I am bereaved. What does it mean? Genesis 43:14 means, it says, as for me, if I am bereaved, I am bereaved, right? It says, and may God Almighty grant you mercy before the man. Okay, so basically, and may God Almighty grant you mercy before the man, and may he send back your other brother, right? It says, it's a measure of exactly how fearful Jacob is that he prays aloud to God in this moment. Wait, hold on. Can I get the meaning, please? Because y'all keep doing this. That's why I keep stopping, because I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Wait, hold on. Okay, so it says, Jacob's son did not realize that the powerful Egypt governor is their estranged brother, Joseph. Okay, so someone doesn't even know that someone who is ruling over them, or someone who has control over them, is actually their own like sibling. You see what I'm saying? And it says they only know they were commanded to bring their youngest brother, Benjamin, and are now being honored with a meal at the governor's home. And are now being honored with a meal at the governor's home. So someone's going to be invited to some place because of the fact that now they're being rewarded for knowing the truth here. It says they are seated according to Egyptian custom, which means separating Egyptians from non-Egyptians, and likely priestly or government officials from common laymen. Okay, so the brothers were seated according to the birth order. So the brothers were seated according to the birth order. So whoever was first and everything like that. Since they are said to be amazed, many interpreters assume the men were not able to sit in that order. Yeah, but that the house steward seated them that way on Joseph's order. So someone else like gave out orders here and told them that they had to sit like this on purpose so it can create the stimulation. Yeah. From their perspective, then it would be incredible that they be seated in exactly the right pattern. Like I said, another possibility is that they were told to sit in birth order and are simply amazed at the entire process. This seating order will also provide a test for the brothers in the form of favoritism. Yes, so there's someone in the family who's also doing things out of favoritism. Okay, so let's keep going. Clearly, the group is still unaware that the Egyptian vizier who hosts them is Joseph, their brother. Modern readers can cover the chapters from Joseph's enslavement to this incident in only a few minutes, but it makes it easy to forget that it has been some 20 years since Joseph lived with them. You see what I'm saying? It has been some time apart. You see what I'm saying? Joseph was 17 when he was sold. Joseph was 17 when he was sold. Joseph was 17 when he was sold. 1 minus 7 is 6. 30 when he became governor. 30 when he became governor. 30 when he became governor. So that means that it will be 25. Got it. Okay, good. Okay, cool. And it has been more than 7 years since. Okay, wait. Let me write these down. You said 3, 5, 7. 4, 5, 2, 6, 7. 3, 5, 7. 3, 4, 5, 2, 5, 6, 7, 2. 22. Something about 22 is very significant. They said minus the 31. Minus the 31, 22. 3, 2, 1. No, they're basically saying 11, 10, 9. So 9 years old is very significant. Something about 9 years old is very significant. 9 years old. Okay. Now, what else you said? Now, it also says he has also been fully integrated into Egyptian culture, including his clothes. So something's very significant about the way that someone wears things. His new name and wife. So his new name and wife. So someone literally doesn't have their real name here, and his wife. So that means that he will literally change his name. So someone changed their name, or someone don't have a real name here. And his use of Egyptian language, so someone actually doesn't even know where they actually came from. Their family has lied to them about where they actually came from. This is actually very weird because there is someone in my church, like there was someone in the church growing up, and this lady, she always had this Chinese child. Mind you, the lady is like African American like me, and then we always grew up knowing, like we always went to this church knowing that there was always this African American woman who had this Chinese baby, like growing up with the Chinese baby. And I feel as though, so you're basically, yeah, they're telling me that that's right. So that's basically meaning like you didn't drown the child, like the child was sold. You didn't drown the child. This child was sold to another. That's fucked up. So you gave the other child. So someone really is racist. This is so fucking weird, bro. I can't. Y'all weird as fuck. I can't even do it. It said Joseph's brother, on the other hand, have likely only grown older, but kept the same general appearances and language. So the only difference between Joseph coming back, when he came back, Joseph pretty much grew older, and the only thing that was really different was like him just growing older, but he pretty much stayed the same. It wasn't really that much different. I mean, he went through his battles and everything like that, but like still. It says, as a set of brothers, they're also a more easily recognized group. So someone's very easily to be recognized because everyone looks different. It says it's not surprising that Joseph knew who they were when they first came to buy grain. So someone's definitely selling something here. Context summary. Genesis 43:16 through 34. It says finds that Joseph's estranged brother returning once more to Egypt and appearing before him, they still failed to recognize the person they sold into slavery some 20 years before. So someone doesn't even remember the fact that they even sold someone because it's been so long. It's been a long time since I met you. Okay, let me stop. After he orders them, they are taken to his home. The brothers are afraid they will be ambushed for a false charge or theft due to their prior visit here. So the last time that someone visits someone here, they had a lot of stuff going on here. So someone really has a record, like a death record or murder record, some type of like crazy ass cold case murder type of shit. It says Genesis 42:25 through 2:28. Joseph's stewards assures them God arranged those events and all is well. So the Most High pretty much arranged events for everything to pretty much be like exposed because of the fact that it had to be like that. Let freedom reign. It says Joseph shares a meal with them, honoring them as guests in his home and giving special attention to Benjamin. The meal turns into a time of merriment for them all. So now he's basically sharing a meal with the people that pretty much sold his ass. Joseph, wait, hold on. Joseph must send Benjamin with his brothers back to Egypt to buy more grain for the family. Without it, they will starve, but the Egyptian ruler will not sell them grain if they don't bring Benjamin as agreed. So someone's like, you won't get nothing until you bring this particular person in with you because of the fact that you wanted their whole entire existence to pretty much be like them not having it. So it's like you will be able to get whatever I give you, whatever you want, because you're supposed to be having this. It's basically saying like this family is supposed to be having this royalty, like they're supposed to be having this bad, they're supposed to be having this situation here, and everyone pretty much is in on it because everyone pretty much knows that they're supposed to be getting some type of gift here, some type of gift, this big ass gift here. But every single time when all these family members are born and everything like that, they look into the new family member like, okay, are you the one who's supposed to have the gift? Are you the one who's supposed to have the gift? Let's put you through a whole bunch of tests. Let's see if you can be able to get the gift. Like what? Let's see. Like, are you really the person? Are you really the person that's supposed to have the gift? Because we all focus on this gift. Fuck what you gotta say. Let's even make a contest to see who can have the best babies, the most babies. Because we trying to figure out who in the family got this damn gift. That's why there was so much whole shit going on. And why would they want to have sex with a new person, someone that's not a part of the family, when we all trying to focus on getting this gift? Oh, I will hurt you, but I just want you to understand I'm only doing this because I love you, because I really want to help you share this gift. But you know what? I just want you to understand that I still have to hurt you while doing this. So don't think that I'm over here raping you because I don't love you. I'm over here doing this because I'm trying to figure out who in the family has this big ass gift that we all pretty much trying to like take. And it's so much family members who pretty much all want this same fucking gift. So everyone pretty much giving their whole entire list of who's gonna have what. Everybody trying to have this, that, and the third, but no one even set plans on the person who actually have the gift. So everyone pretty much was setting their own plans without even including the part on the person who actually had the gifts. Like I don't. Mm. It says, but the Egyptian rulers will not sell them grain if they did not bring Benjamin as agreed. That's why the only way that they can get this gift is unless that person that they was trying to sacrifice this whole entire time shares the gift too. So now they can't touch that person. That's why that person's protected here. That's why that person can walk around these people as if nothing because of the fact that you literally cannot touch me because I'm literally the person who holds the gift. Nice to meet you too, Father. Just saying. Speaking on behalf of his brothers, speaking on behalf of his brothers, speaking on the archangels, ancestors, most high, who already previously died from y'all bullshit ass shit of y'all loving to eat meat so damn much, so you have to like pick out the big ones in the family. That's why you want to that's why you want to conclude everything as blood clots. Why is everyone in the family dying from blood clots? Not everyone in the family was big. So everyone in the family just have blood clots. We all just like dying from blood clots. That's your reason? And you want to say everyone in the family to have blood clots because it would be generic. It would be like a passed down type of thing, but it's really not. You just killing people because you hungry. And quite frankly, you guys all love your aunt. Like you guys all loved your aunt. Even though she talked like that, like you guys all loved her. So you killing her. And I knew for a solid fact going to her funeral was very deep for everyone because of the fact that, like, come on, like, you all took a little. That's nasty, bro. Like, someone's basically saying stop because I fed you chicklings, thinking that, making it seem like I fed you chicklings when I really was feeding you meat. This is why I stopped eating chicklings growing up. Like, I already knew because I smelt it in the meat when you was cooking it. Chicklings and actually cooking human meat smells so different but so similar at the same time because cooking human flesh actually smells a lot more stronger than cooking chitlins. And you know how chitlins smell. Now picture the whole entire house smelling that plus more. Picture the whole entire house smelling like burnt chitlins. That's what like baking like human ass flesh smells like. Burnt chicklings. Now how the fuck do I know what it smells like, y'all? Cause I've been around this shit for so damn long. I'm telling you. And who was the main one cooking chitlins? Cause ain't nobody really cooked chitlins like that. So who was the main one in the family cooking chitlins? Your mama, come on. We're not gonna be eating no chitlins just on a normal day. Oh, I'm just craving chitlins. No, we don't. So it says Judah finally convinces his father. So someone finally tells. Arriving in Egypt, they are honored as guests in Joseph's house. They present a gift to him, still not recognizing him as their estranged brother. So as you literally step into, like, basically what they're basically saying is you're about to be invited to a organization, you're about to be invited to a group, you're about to be invited into a party, right? And as you're at the party, no one at the party actually knows that you are actually their relatives. Literally, no one knows that though. This is weird. I also see, do you share a birthday with a child in poverty? So someone literally shares a birthday with someone here. So that's how you would know. Okay, so they're basically saying like that's how you would know because you share a birthday with someone. Like literally. Like the same day. 1960 is popping out here. I see 1960. I see 2020. I see 1999, 2000, 2002, which is someone's birthday, 2003, and 2009. Okay. And then something about a ministry is popping out too. Because they're saying like you can stop, but like they're saying nope, pick it back up. All right, so ministry. Okay. Arriving in Egypt, they are honored as guests in Joseph's house. They present wait, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, okay. They present a gift to him, still not recognizing him as their estranged brother. And Joseph, after being overwhelmed by emotions, pays special attention to Benjamin. So now someone realizes that that's their sibling, literally. Okay. So now it says, when Joseph saw Benjamin with him, he said to the stewards of the house, "Take these men to my home and slaughter an animal and make ready, for these men will die with me at noon." So definitely they're going to the party. Like that's a party. I'm hearing it's a party, it's a party. Yeah, Joseph's brothers returned with Benjamin. Okay, so then it says, then the men did as Joseph ordered, and the men brought the men into Joseph's house. Now the men were afraid. Now the men were afraid because they were brought into Joseph's house, and they said, "Is it because of the money?" So someone's basically saying, like, "Is it because of the money that you did all this for me?" You see what I'm saying? Was this because of the money? Like what? Like why? It says, "Which was returned in our sacks the first time." So someone's basically saying, like, "Is it because of the money, which was mine to begin with, that we are brought in so that he may make a case against us?" So someone made a case against you just to seize you because of the fucking money. Like it says, to take us as slaves with our donkeys. So taking us, like basically enslaving us, taking everything from us and all of our shit. You see what I'm saying? So then it says, when they drew near to the steward of Joseph's house, and they talked with him at the door of the house and said, "Oh, sir, we indeed came down the first time to buy food. But it happened when we came to the encampment that we opened our sacks, and there each man's money was in the mouth of his sack." So basically, when someone found out the treasure and they found out what was going on here, they realized that everything that was owed was literally right there in its actual place. Our money in full weight, so we have brought it back to our hands. So basically, someone's like, everything that I've been searching for is literally right here. Okay. And we have brought down other money in our hands to buy food. We do not know who put our money in our sacks. So we don't even know who the fuck stole from us, but and we don't even know who gave us our money back either. It says, but he said, "Peace be with you. Do not be afraid. Your God and the God of your father has given you treasures in your sack. I had your money." Then he brought Simon out to them. So someone's basically bringing them back to their home base, their home life, their home situation, because you pretty much have to be bestowed upon the gift. The gift is literally yours, whatever it is. Like you have the good, like you hold the gift, okay, and everybody needs it. So literally you're about to receive it. And then it says 22, and we have brought down other money in our hands to buy food, and we don't know who put our money in our sacks. But he said, "Peace be with you. Do not be afraid. Your God and the God of your father has given you treasures in your sack. I had your money." Then he brought Simon out to them. So the men brought the men into Joseph's house and gave them water. So there's something very significant about water. And then it says, and they washed their feet. So something is very significant about cleaning. And it says he gave them their donkeys fed. And he gave their donkeys fed. So he gave them all, basically everything that was taken literally is being replaced. Then they made the present ready for Joseph's coming at noon, for they heard that they would eat bread there. So something's very significant about noon, nighttime, um, and you being rewarded here. Something about this is like an initiation, to be honest. 26. And when Joseph came home, they brought him the present which was in their hand to into the house, and bowed down before him to the earth. 27. Then he asked them out Then he asked them about their well-being and said, "Is your father well? The old man of whom you spoke, is he still alive?" So there's someone who's still alive. The father is still alive. There's a father that's still alive. Or it could be a mother too, though. And then it says 28, and it says, "And they answered, your servant, our father, is in good health, and he is still alive." That's what I'm saying. And then it says, and they bowed their heads down and prostrated themselves. 29. Then he lifted his eyes and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, and said, "Is this your younger brother of whom you spoke to me?" And he said, "God gracious to you, my son." So basically, you're meeting these new people. Like now they're realizing that now these people, this family is realizing that you are actually a part of their family. You're actually theirs. Like it's been a long time since I met you. Okay, let me just at this point, bitch. I'm actually gonna go to the next video, so I'll see you in the next video, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. It's too long. It's too long. It's too long. Bye. Love you.